friends, welcome back to Pages and Grace. My name is Jess. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's talk about my September TBR. So before we get into the books that I want to get to in September, let's talk about the books that I'm already in the middle of. It's a big stack of books. Now, I love to have many books going at the same time. I am such a mood reader. Sometimes I'm in the mood for nonfiction. Sometimes I want an easy read. Sometimes I'm ready for something more emotional. I like to have a little bit of each ready to go. I cannot believe it's already the end of August. I don't know where August went, and I'm not teaching this year. As a former teacher, August always flew by. I did not think it would fly by as much when I'm staying home with my kids. But I have a whole pile of books here I want to talk about. A lot of them I'm already in the middle of. I am such a mood reader, and I honestly don't care how many books I'm in the middle of at once. It doesn't bother me the slightest. And so I have a lot of books that I'm in the middle of. So I think September I'm going to focus on catching up on some of these books and really making that decision. Some of them might need to just be a DNF. I'm not sure yet. I have a lot of physical books going, and I think that's part of the problem. Most of my time right now that I'm available to read is an audiobook. But as far as physical books, I just don't have the time to get through as many as I would enjoy. A lot of these books I have physically in front of me, and that's part of the holdup on the books is I can't always have my physical books with me, and so I end up picking up an audiobook instead and getting interested in that, or a Kindle book, and these get pushed to the wayside. So September is going to be one of those months of just kind of clearing off my currently reading shelf on Goodreads, and to also maybe just DNF some that I would need to DNF. I don't know. As soon as I start a book, I do like to put it on Goodreads currently reading, even if I'm not reading it like every day. I just like to know, like, when did I start it? How long did it actually take me to read? It's also been a while since I recorded a video. It's been a hot minute. But I am nearing the end of nap time. Nap time has gotten shorter. Bedtime has gotten later. I'm just working with the time that I have. So I'm going to try to get through the books that I am currently reading and then tell you about my stack of books that I want to get to. I'm going to hope to get through these books real quick to tell you what I'm currently reading, and I'll probably have to sit down some other time to talk about the books that I want to get to for September. Actually, by the time September rolls around, this one will be done because I have it on Libby. This is the Lager Queen of Minnesota. It's been fun so far. It's definitely a secular book. We'll see how far I get with it. It's one that I'm not sure I'm going to thoroughly enjoy, but I'm going to give it a chance. So far in the book, she is working in a nursing home. She is baking pies for the residents. So I'm only a couple chapters into this one, but so far she's living in Minnesota. She's like 64, I think she is. There are a couple things that it seems like are going to go on, maybe a feud or something with her sister, something about an inheritance. Like I said, I'm listening to this book on Libby, and so it's due in 2 days. So hopefully this one is done by the time you see this video. Either that or I've DNF'd it by that point. There's a lot of lingo in here that's very Minnesota, and so that has been fun to see. I'm not from Minnesota. My husband grew up in Minnesota, and we visit there frequently, but it's been fun to read so far. I'll let you know my thoughts as I get further in the book. The next book I'm reading is also an audiobook. I have this one on Everand, and that is The Reckoning by Beverly Lewis. This is the third book in the Heritage of Lancaster County series. I'm really enjoying it. I want to get this series done with. I have enjoyed it. I wanted to try like an Amish romance, and it has been exactly what I expected, and it's been sweet. It is Christian values. It's definitely kind of soap opera-ish. Like, they get so close to something, and then, oh, nope, didn't happen. And then you get so close to it, and then, oh, nope, no change. And so it keeps you reading. But it's definitely a series that has had me like, oh man, can we just like have something actually go through at some point? Maybe. But in the third book, I'm hoping we finally get some closure here, but we'll see. All right, the next book actually was a Libby hold, and I let it lapse. I sent it back, and I got back in line because I had just finished another book. It was The Personal Librarian, and I thoroughly enjoyed that, but I was not ready for another historical fiction that was kind of hard-hitting like that one was. And it was The Book of Lost Friends by Lisa Wingate. I enjoyed it so far. I think I only got like a couple chapters in. There was nothing wrong with it. I just had finished a book that had similar feeling just before it, and I wanted to give it a little space. So I returned it on Libby, and then I'm waiting my turn to get it back. Hopefully I'm in a better place where I can pick this one up and enjoy it for itself, not blend it together with the other book. This one is on my 25 and 2025, so I do want to get to this one. I'm not DNFing it, but I wanted to give it its own space. Alright, the next book is Small Miracles by Anne Booth. This is a... I don't even know. The 1990s are proving tough for the convent. The Order of the Sisters of St. Philomena is down to its last nuns. The place that the sisters Margaret, Bridget, and Cecilia call home is in dire need of repairs, and with no savings and no new recruits, they are facing the prospect of having to sell up and leave behind their friendships and neighbors in the parish community they love. That is until 90-year-old Cecilia decides to play the newly launched national lottery, and a series of small miracles begins to unfold. So I'm about 20 pages into this one. It is super cute so far. Again, this is a physical book. I do not have this one digitally, and so it is a sit by my bedside table until I have to move it because a kid comes in. So I picked this one up one night as I was going to bed, and I really enjoyed it. There was nothing wrong with it. I just wasn't in the mood to continue it the next day. And so it's sitting here in my pile of books that I'm currently reading, even though I probably haven't picked it up in a few weeks. So this one I want to make a priority to get through in September, especially because I don't have a digital version of it. I do need to push myself to get through this one. All right, I think I hear one of the twins waking up, so I'm going to go quickly here. Another one that I'm in the middle of, I have this on audio. It is Jesus and the Jewish Roots of Mary by Brant Pitry. I thoroughly enjoyed his other book that I've read is Jesus and the Jewish Roots of the Eucharist. Phenomenal. I'm loving this one so far. I think I started it yesterday. So I think I picked this one up when Audible was having some kind of sale, and I'm just not getting to pick it up, and it's phenomenal. This is my favorite nonfiction read right now. So I'm very excited to get further in this. I think I'm probably 3 or 4 chapters in, and it's hitting hard so far, so really enjoying it. I'll let you know my thoughts later. And the next one, I think I'm only 2 chapters, and I need to get to this one. It's on my 25 and 2025, but it's The Church History by Eusebius, I think is how you say it. I'm not sure. The way it's structured, it kind of reads like a textbook. There's lots of pictures and maps throughout, but I need to put myself on like a 1 chapter a day kind of regimen with this one so I can get through it. It is something I'm very interested in learning more about. I'm probably going to have to push myself to get to it. All right, I will be back later. I mean, for you, it'll be a few seconds, but I've got some boys who need their mama. I will talk to you later. The next one I want to get to is Edenbrook by Julianne Donaldson. This one is on my 25 and 2025. I am very excited to read it. I think I've been kind of saving it. I needed a few of my 25 and 2025 books left that were going to be a romance and just kind of sweep me away. I'm excited to pick this one up. I've heard really good things about this one. I've heard about it on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm excited to pick it up. I think September is finally the month for me to pick this one up. I don't know what it's been, but Regency romances have just been my favorite lately. I've tried to pick up a couple contemporary romances that they were good, they weren't bad, but just weren't what I was in the mood for. This one just seems like a fun book to end the summer with. I think I have this one, I think I can get this one through Everand on audio, and probably when I'm done with The Reckoning, this one will be the next one I pick up, but I'm excited to get to it. Like I said, I've been kind of saving it, but I think I do want to read it before we get into the fall and Christmas season, so excited to pick this one up, hopefully this month. Another book off of my physical TBR that I want to get to this month is Counted with the Stars by Connellan Cassette. This is from the Out from Egypt series. This one, I don't know. I've had a hit and miss with biblical fiction lately. And this one sounds like it's going to be more my type of biblical This one sounds like it's going to be more my type, a biblical fiction, where it is characters outside of the Bible stories, but at the same time as the Bible stories, as the stories in the Bible. This one is sold into slavery by her father and forsaken by the man she was supposed to marry. Young Egyptian Kaya must serve a mistress who takes pleasure in her humiliation. When terrifying plagues strike Egypt, Kaya is in the middle of it all. Choosing to flee with the Hebrews, Kaya finds herself reliant on a strange god and drawn to a man who despises her people. With everything she's ever known swept away and now facing the trials of the desert, will she turn back toward Egypt or surrender her life and her future to Yahweh? So this cover is so beautiful too. This is one on my radar to pick up for September. And another one from the Sweater Weather series. This is the last one I have in this one. You can sit here. Is by Jenny Proctor, Absolutely Not in Love. It is, I love this sweet rom-com series. It's been a lot of fun. I'll be right back. I love all the fall vibes in these books, and I'm sure this one is no less than the others. It is a hockey romance, which I had kind of gotten burnt out on, so I'm glad I kind of held on to this one until now. I haven't read a sports romance in quite a while, so hopefully this one I'm prepared for at this point. The blurb on the back of this one is, my requirements for a man are simple. Must love books, must not love hockey. So this one I am excited to pick up. Again, it's my last one in the Sweater Weather series. I really enjoyed the series as a whole. I think there's only one of them that I didn't purchase. I listened to it on audio and then I wasn't interested in purchasing it, but I have really enjoyed most of the books in this series and I'm looking forward to this one soon. The last book that I want to put on my list that I want to prioritize this month is The House on Foster Hill by Jamie Jo Wright. I have absolutely loved what I've read from Jamie Jo Wright so far. They're just creepy enough for me without going too far. There are always strong Christian themes throughout the books, at least the ones that I have read. I think I've read 2 or 3 at this point, but I have thoroughly enjoyed her writing. I love reading her books, especially in the fall, and I am looking forward to this one. I thoroughly enjoy her stories, and I really like that just creepy enough story. I'm not a fan of horror stories or even like intense thrillers, but these are exactly what I enjoy reading this time of year. This is the last one I need to get to that I physically own before I maybe look into another book. I'm sure she has a release coming out this fall. She usually does. If she does, I'll put a picture here, which I might also pick up too. We'll see. But all right, so that is it for my September TBR. I will mood read like crazy. But I do want to focus on some of these books that I'm already in the middle of, specifically the ones I own physically, before I start moving on to other books. I would love to chat in the comments below. Have you read any of these books? Are there things I need to know about them? Maybe I just need to DNF some of these books I'm in the middle of. But if you finished any of these books that I'm in the middle of that I'm kind of stagnant on reading through, let me know if you think there's something I need to push through and keep going, or maybe it's just time to put it down. So, all right, so that is it for the books today. I also have The Happy Life of Isadora Bentley on Libby that I just saw. I forgot that I borrowed it, but I have just a few days left on it. So, I know. That one will probably be added to my list and probably will be done before September even starts. All right, so that is it for my September TBR. I am so excited to get to these books and kind of get some off of my currently reading shelf. Every so many months I just go through, I'm like, okay, I need to make a decision. Am I gonna read this, or is it something that maybe I should just pass along? Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. And I've already closed the windows for the lighting because it is so hot in the afternoons. But I had one more book that I meant to talk about, and I didn't, and that is my reading in the Bible. So I just finished reading through Acts, where I've just been doing like a chapter and then a summary and kind of a reflection each day on the chapter that I've read. And that's been working really well for me. I've done a few books like that so far, and this is my first like thorough read through the book of Acts. And so I think I'm just going to keep going and go straight into Romans. I love having this, I don't know if you can't see it. So I've loved having this journaling Bible where I can highlight and then, are you fixing it? You are done fixing it? You are fixing it. You're so helpful.
What's this?
Don't do that. No, thank you. Yeah. Oh, mommy needs to water the plants. Okay. So 2 years ago, I ended up getting myself a journaling Bible, and I have absolutely loved it. So I can read the chapter, summarize it, or write impactful passages on the side, and it has been so helpful for my Bible reflections each day. Say bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Bye. And let's have a mommy.
Okay.